Hello everyone, I'm here with a new process video. I'm doing a single page layout here with photos from Cincinnati. And when we took the trip, the number one reason was to go to the zoo because we wanted to see the hippos, Fiona and Fritz. But reason number two was they are known for murals. They're all over the downtown area. So we got a map and we figured out where most of them were and if we could make it there. And it was one of the first things we did once we got into the city. And I love these because of these bright colors and this guy especially. The saying when pigs fly is a big deal in Cincinnati. There's a whole story behind it. I won't go into it. You can Google it, but it's a thing. So you see these everywhere. And I just loved this little one that we saw a mural of downtown. So I'm hoping I can find some really bright, fun colors to scrap these. So I've already grabbed out this stuff that I had thrown in the bin for this trip because of the bright colors. So hopefully I will be able to use some of the things here, but I also need a card and I have no idea what that's going to be. And really, I could have journaling there or not because there are multiple pages on this day of murals. We did them both Thursday, the day we arrived, and then we did more later on in the trip on Saturday for part of the day. So there will be lots. So it really depends on the card I find. Journaling is okay and no journaling is okay. I have looked through some cards and at first I was thinking, oh, I want pink because it's in both of these. But some cards I found were just like, it wasn't the right shade of pink. It was a very pale, and these are very bright and vibrant, so those didn't work. And I just wasn't sure otherwise. And then I thought, well, maybe I should consider green because there's so much happening right here. And granted, I could put something there, but it's still a lot of green. And I actually found two that I'm considering. I have this one, which I like the idea of this because of the white background. It breaks up a lot of this super bright saturated color that I have going on. And there's still room where like I could use something from here and layer it, or a sticker or something, and layer it around this. And I really like the idea of that in theory. Then the other one is a very bold, just patterned card. And normally that's like really loud for me. I don't know that I would use something like that very often. Actually, I think it's been in my stash quite a while for that reason. But it's a pretty good match, especially to this part of the mural. I'm just worried that it's too busy given everything that's happening on the other stuff. But I could cover it up again with some things to kind of, maybe tone that down. Or I could take a piece of white cardstock and go across the middle, or do part of it and then rip the end or something and layer on top of it. So it will be one of these two because I like the green, but I'm just not sure what I want to do with them yet. I think I have found something I might want to use. I separate all of my ephemera by color, and then I have one bag of stuff that's multicolor. And so I thought I'm going to pull that out and see what I have in there because there's so much color happening. And I found this sticker that just says, I love life, but look at the colors in there. They're pretty perfect to what I've got going on. Even the pink is the right color. It's that bright, bold pink. And black is okay. I've got black happening here and here. I think I might put it on this card and then layer something underneath it. Like I could still use one of these phrases or something, but I love the idea of making this super, super like crazy bold to go with the murals because that's how they actually were. I did add that onto the card, and now I'm looking at these phrases, and I think I like this one that says, this was so much fun. It's a similar color to what's happening here, a little bit more subdued maybe, but I like the idea of that. And there are other things here too that might work. I'm considering like this color again, like something down here maybe, because this is there's just so much dead space there, but I'm not sure about that. But I think I'm gonna start with this one, cut it out and see if I like it. So there's the phrase on the background and I don't like it. It needs some kind of differentiation. And since this has a white border, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I can just take like this scrap, cut it down a little, and just like this side better. Like have a thin strip there and then put this on top of it just to anchor it on that white maybe. I have to do something. It's either not use it at all or figure out a background because I just don't like that as it is. I ended up changing my mind. I decided I just didn't like this like I thought I did, and I went into my sheet of stickers here, and I noticed that down here they had one that I liked, and it was yellow, and it says a local fave. I figured that was pretty appropriate since this is very unique to Cincy. It's local to them. You're not going to find it anywhere else. So I chose to do that. I still used my strip here that was already torn, and now I'll just do a little staple. So that one is done. Now I just have to figure out what to do here, and I feel like I should do something yellow again because I did this up here. So I'll look at my stickers again. I can look at these and see, does something else work? Now I'm not sure I like that. That's a little more orangey when I see it, and I definitely like the more yellow tone better. So I do have some things here that are that color, so we'll just see what happens. I did choose to cut out this one that says "So Surprising," so I will put that one, I think, down here, kind of in the lower right. And then I want another one to layer it because that's still like too much space. And I'm thinking pink. So I'm going to go into my pink phrases and hope that I have one that's kind of this more bright pink and that it says something that I can use. Once again, I've decided to mix things up a little bit and go with something different. So I'm still going to use this, but as happened with some other layouts, I looked over into my pile of scrap labels that I have, and this one was sitting there, and it's pretty close to the right pink that I want. It's quite wide compared to some others, so it takes up more space down here, which I like. And then check this out. It's like these were made to go together. This is the perfect size to cover up that white spot. And I can just put it right there. I mean, I feel like I have to use it. If I have found it and it works so well, I feel like I have to do it. Now I just have to decide, do I want it on that corner or this corner? This corner is kind of nice because then it's away from all the color that's over here. But then I have two things lined up on the left side, and I generally don't like to do that. I like to mix it up. But you know what, even looking at it here, I think I like this way better. So I'm going to attach it that way, and then I'll see if I need to do anything else here. And voila, there it is completed. I did decide to keep it on the left. All I did was put in a little staple there, just really for visual interest. Now I can put everything in here and see, is it enough? Or do I want to do more? I can't imagine I'd want to do a whole lot more because this is pretty wild as it is. I like it. It's just a lot of bright, super bright colors, which isn't exactly my normal style, but I do like it. So let's see. You know what? Yeah, I mean, it's busy, but I'm enjoying it. So I think I'm gonna not mess with it anymore and just leave it alone. So here's another one done for Cincy. Thanks for watching.